Okay, this is straight line and compound depreciation, and it's an awful lot like straight line and compound interest, but this time things are losing value. They're losing value. So let's just take a look at here. Linear depreciation, what is it? Well, with linear depreciation, it goes down by the same amount each year, okay? And so, say you had a motor vehicle and it went down by 20,000 Rand per year. After 6 years, the car is worth 80,000. If it started at 140,000, and it looks like this, 200,000. Sorry, it starts at 200,000. If it decreases by exactly 10%, it's going to drop 20,000 each year. This is the formula you use for straight line. P is what you start with. A is what you end up with. We call that the book or scrap value because when things depreciate, you trade them in. That's what it is. It's a book or scrap value. And with straight line, you just go the interest rate times the number of years, and that's it. That's what you do. Now, there's nothing about monthly depreciation, so when you get to do questions all the way to matric, depreciation and inflation is just by years. That's a good thing to remember. Okay, so if we start with 200,000, 6 times 10%, 1 minus, just put it in your calculator, you get 80,000. That's it. That's linear depreciation. Now let's take a look at reducing balance. Now this is a compounded thing, and it's not a straight line. It's a curve. It's exponential. And it looks like this. You start at 200,000 and it starts losing, lose more and more each month. Here's the formula. Instead of I times n, it's to the nth power. That's reducing balance depreciation, non-linear depreciation. A is the money you end up with. P is what you start with. I is the interest rate, the depreciation rate. And n is how many years. So you just put those numbers in and you get your answer. You're going to have 131,220 Rand after 4 years. And that's the answer. So if you know the formulas and you know what the things mean, it's pretty easy. But it's good to understand it. That's an exponential graph. The car's value depreciates by lesser amounts each year. And after 4 years, right after 4 years, that's exactly what this amount is here, 131,000. Okay, it's an exponential graph. Okay, let's look at some examples. The original price of a computer is depreciated after 7 years. It turns into 900 Rand, and the rate of depreciation was 12%. Well, let's just take a look at that. Well, it turned into 900 Rand, so you put 900A. We're trying to find P. All you do is go I is 0.12 times 7 years. Just divide that on your calculator. 900 divided by this on your calculator, and it gives you 5,625 Rand. What about reducing balance? You do exactly the same thing. The money you end up with, but now it's a power. Now it's a power. So you go 1 minus 0.12 to the 7th power. Just put that in your calculator. 900 divided by it. See, P's being multiplied by this, so you got to divide, and you get, wow, a lot less money with depreciation at 12%. When it's reducing balance, it really starts losing money. And that's the usual one in matric exams is reducing balance method. Okay, that's the example for figuring out. It's easy to find A. To find P, you're going to have to divide by this part here. Let's take a look at one where you're trying to find the interest rate. You're trying to find I. It cost 9,000. It ended up at 2,000. So there's your A. There's your P. You're supposed to find I. Okay. And we've got N is 4 years. So all you do, there's 2,000 at the end, 9,000 at the beginning. It's 4i. You divide 2,000 divided by 9,000. It just equals 2 over 9. And you go 1 minus 2 over 9. And you've got minus 4i here. So you add 4i. 1 minus 2 over 9 is 7 over 9. Divide by 4. 7 divided by 9 gives you this on a calculator. That's 19.4%. Let's see. It's a little bit trickier with reducing balance. We put in the numbers. There's the 2,000, the scrap value, what it ends up as. There's the 9,000 you start with. 4 years, reducing balance. Remember, that's a power. So you still go 2,000 divided. That's 2 over 9. But now we've got the fourth power. How do we cancel that? We take the fourth root. So just take the fourth root on your calculator or put it to the 1 over 4 power, and you'll get a number. You go 1 minus that number. 1 minus that number. You can type it into your calculator like that, or you can take the fourth root of it. You get this. That's 31.3%, rounded off to the nearest tenth. That's the main thing for depreciation, linear, and reducing balance method. Okay.